Mr. Trudeau, we're hearing this morning about a major explosion near the Kabul airport, so I was hoping you could share with us what you know about that. It's a pretty good sign of the jeopardy that people are facing there now. And with the Canadian mission over as of today, what's your message to the people who are counting on Canada's help to get out of there and didn't get it?
First of all, this is a very difficult day, not just for Afghans, but for people around the world, including in Canada, who have long been deeply committed to the Afghan people and a better future for Afghanistan. The temporary air bridge that was put in place by the Americans over the past number of weeks allowed us to get out tens of thousands of people as an international community, and Canada will have been able to lift out about 3,700 people. We have taken as much, if not more, advantage of this temporary opportunity than any country, just about any of our allies. And I want to thank the Canadian Armed Forces and our diplomats and our hardworking immigration services people who have made that happen. But I do take issue with you saying now that our engagement with Afghanistan is done, Glenn. Our engagement with Afghanistan is not done. Yes, this phase of the emergency air bridge, facilitated by the Americans until they pull out finally, has been important and has been something we've been in wholeheartedly over the past many weeks. But our commitment to resettle over 20,000 Afghans in Canada in the coming months and years, our work to continue to support people in the region, our continued work to put pressure on the Taliban alongside our international allies to allow people to leave Afghanistan and come to safety in Canada will continue. This particular moment is done, and it's heartbreaking to see, but there is much more to do, and Canada will continue to be there for Afghans and the Afghan people. Okay. Je reconnais à quel point aujourd'hui c'est une journée difficile pour bien du monde. En Afghanistan, certainement, mais aussi pour des gens à travers le monde, incluant des Canadiens qui depuis longtemps sont engagés dans l'appui du peuple afghan et d'un meilleur avenir pour l'Afghanistan. Le travail qu'on a fait depuis plusieurs semaines, temporaire, permis par la présence des Américains et des Alliés pour sortir d'urgence des milliers de gens de l'Afghanistan, s'achève parce que les Américains se retirent. Mais nous avons pu profiter de cette opportunité pour faire autant que quasiment tous nos alliés. On a pu sortir 3700 personnes sur 17 vols depuis le début du mois d'août. Et ça fait une grosse différence. Mais notre engagement par rapport à l'Afghanistan ne se termine pas aujourd'hui. Au contraire, on va continuer parce qu'on va recevoir plus de 20 000 Afghans dans les années à venir, dans les mois et les années à venir. On va travailler avec les partenaires dans la région. On va s'assurer de continuer d'être là pour mettre de la pression sur les talibans de laisser les gens quitter l'Afghanistan qui veulent. Et on va continuer d'être là pour bâtir, dans la mesure du possible, un meilleur avenir pour les Afghans et pour l'Afghanistan.
Following up.
I'll ask that again. Those people in Afghanistan who didn't make it out, they were looking to your government for help to get out of extreme jeopardy over there. Speak to them. What's your message to them now that they're waiting, now that they've seen the last Canadian plane has left?
We have been working day and night over the past months, past weeks and months to get as many people out as possible. So I understand the heartbreak to those who were not able to get out as the temporary air bridge is closing. We will continue to work with partners, with allies, with regional partners to make sure we're continuing to do everything we can, both to bring tens of thousands of Afghans with their families to Canada, but also to keep putting pressure on the Taliban to ensure that people can leave Afghanistan and come to Canada. Okay. Je comprends à quel point c'est un moment difficile pour les gens qui sont encore en Afghanistan. Mais sachez qu'on ne s'arrête pas aujourd'hui. On va continuer de travailler avec des partenaires régionaux, avec nos alliés, pour aider les gens en Afghanistan, incluant en mettant de la pression sur les talibans, de laisser les gens quitter l'Afghanistan pour venir au Canada. Notre travail continue, on ne vous oublie pas.
Next question. Prime Minister, you've called this a difficult day, a heartbreaking day, but the reality is that the Afghan people are facing the prospect of dying. So where is your personal responsibility for this fiasco?
We know how incredibly difficult this moment is because Canadians have been working unbelievably hard over these past many weeks. Our Canadian forces, our diplomats, our consular agents, to get as many people out as we possibly could. And compared to many of our allies, we've done extremely well. 17 flights since the beginning of August, over 3,700 people evacuated. But of course, there is much more to do. And our commitment continues. We will continue to work in the region. We will continue to put pressure on the Taliban. We will ensure that in the coming months and years, we bring over 20,000 Afghans to their new homes in Canada.
Following up. You see there's more to do, but let's focus in on the accountability piece for a second. Could more have been done sooner to evacuate more people, specifically the bureaucratic red tape that prevented more people from getting special visas and onto flights? Where is the accountability for that piece?
I think we all understand that the speed with which the Taliban took over Kabul rendered this an extraordinarily difficult situation for allies, for Canadians, and especially for Afghans. We have been working day and night. 17 flights come out of Afghanistan since the beginning of August, 3,700 people brought out of that country. But of course, there is more to do. And we will continue to work with our allies with the closing of this temporary air bridge that was secured by the Americans, but that had a very clear end date. The first phase is perhaps done, but the work will continue in the region by Canada and its allies. Okay. Nous avons travaillé d'arrache-pied pendant des semaines pour sortir le plus de monde possible. Ça a été rendu possible à cause de la présence de nos alliés, à cause du travail qu'ont fait les Américains pour sécuriser l'aéroport, pendant que les talibans ont bougé plus rapidement que tout le monde s'attendait. Les Afghans, les Américains, tous les alliés, on a tous été surpris par la vitesse avec laquelle les talibans ont pris le contrôle de Kaboul et du pays. Donc, oui, nous avons fait tout ce qu'on pouvait, mais nous n'allons pas arrêter aujourd'hui. Avec cette phase de l'évacuation de l'aéroport qui était toujours défini comme allant finir à la fin du mois d'août, on passe à une prochaine phase qui va être de travailler avec nos partenaires régionaux pour continuer à mettre de la pression sur les talibans pour s'assurer que les gens puissent venir au Canada en grand nombre comme les Canadiens s'attendent à recevoir.